Channel makers and film booth. If you guys want to grow your YouTube channel and still don't know who these guys are, then where the heck have you been? Channel makers and film booth have both recently had their YouTube channel exploded. They have both passed 100,000 subscribers and their channel shows no signs of stopping. But here's something really strange. Even though they both cover the same niche and almost similar topics, they are actually two very different channels. Channel Makers does a lot more of those tutorial kinds of videos where he relies a lot on his analysis and explanation. Film Booth is more of a storyteller, if anything. Lots of editing, lots of acting, lots of time spent to create one video. This is Channel Maker's best performing video. Just look at him standing there on the board, just teaching people. And this is Film Booth's best performing video. Crazy editing if you ask me, and so much effort just to create one video. If you guys watch their channels, do tell me who you prefer in the comments down below. I do have my own preference as well, which I will get to later in this video, because I want to get into something more exciting and more interesting now. So check this out. Channel Makers have recently released a video where he did a fantastic analysis on creating clickable video titles. I'll leave a link down in the description below so you can check out his full video by yourself. What caught my attention though is how he explains there are three kinds of video titles that you can make that can give different results. I mean, I sort of created a similar video as well in the past, but I just didn't explain as well as him. But as I continue to watch his video, I soon noticed that he cleared something up in my mind, something that has been bothering me for a very long time. You see, Film Booth has said that video titles no longer works the way it does compared to say 3 years ago. Back then, you see many YouTubers suggesting that you should use keyword research tools like TubeBuddy or vidIQ to look for keywords with low competition and then create a long tail keyword out of it. Doing it this way allows us to aim for what people are searching for, and we give solutions to problems other channels aren't covering yet. So videos like how to make a thumbnail for YouTube video that gets clicks, how to find YouTube video ideas that work for any niche, or how to really grow on YouTube. These are all great examples of searchable videos. But the YouTube algorithm never stays the same. It continuously evolves up till the point where long tail keywords aren't as effective anymore. This is also when Film Booth suggests video titles are changing and he plays around with new titles. So he stopped creating titles that people are searching for and created titles like this, which creates curiosity. Even I myself have had some success on titles that literally no one wants to search for. So it does look like search terms are going out the window. Not necessarily a bad thing. It does save you a lot of time thinking and researching titles. But when Film Booth suggested that creating titles like this is the only way to go, I can't help but disagree. What I couldn't seem to put my finger on is how on earth that applies to a small YouTube channel that just got started. It is like if I were to start a brand new YouTube channel as an unknown person and I create a title that explains how much money I make, no one is going to want to watch it. So I feel there's a variable here that is not taken into consideration by Film Booth, and that is your YouTube channel size and momentum. I feel that the YouTube algorithm takes momentum into account. It is as though once Film Booth channel took off, every video he creates from there on gains traction because YouTube favors him. This is just my theory, of course, but it certainly feels that way, which is why when I tried doing it the Film Booth's way, my videos didn't blow up. So when Channel Makers released this video and provided his explanation, it all started to make sense. Now, I'm not going to repeat what he said. I think you guys should find out more by watching his video in full. But in a nutshell, he basically said there are three ways to write the title of your video, and the way you write the title determines which audience you want to target. The first one is getting new audiences via search traffic. The second way is getting new audiences via browse features. The third way is for the current audience only, or your subscribers. After watching that, it just became clear to me and it makes so much more sense. Channel Makers did a fantastic job in explaining that, and it just goes to show that there isn't one method to run a YouTube channel. But the big question here is who is right and who is wrong? For this question, I'm going to leave it open-ended because trying to say who is right and who is wrong is like asking me whether I prefer Marvel movies or DC movies. They are both great, they both have their own unique selling points. I'm not talking about movies, by the way. But if you ask me, I definitely would choose channel makers over film booth. I mean, I still watch both of them, but if I have to pick one, then it'll be channel makers any day. Not because he's the underdog or anything, but he just makes more sense to me. Of course, when it comes to views, channel makers does seem to be getting less views compared to film booth. So technically, film booth is doing things better. Film booth relies on storytelling, but here's the thing about good storytelling. You always have to have a good, enticing story to tell. And I find myself clicking on channel makers' new uploads more often than film booth simply because I know that I will learn something new each time I watch his videos. Film booth has great information too, but each time I watch his videos, I find myself distracted by everything that's going on in his video, and in the end, I learn nothing new. He does create entertaining videos though, I'll give him that. But the thing about entertaining videos is sometimes it is a short-term gain. What I see mainly is people are entertained by his dress-ups and stuff and not how much value they get out of him. There's always this debate going on between entertainment and value. I see so many small YouTube channels always trying to create entertaining videos. They try to be funny, they try to be fun, because that's what viewers enjoy most. But at the same time, I also see some of them creating one video that gets thousands of views and then they couldn't replicate the same success in their next video. If you can combine entertainment and value, of course, that will be the best. And Valuetainment does this really well. I mean, his channel name basically says it all. Or even Tech Lead, his video has almost zero editing, but everyone enjoys his video due to how he presents it. They actually find him entertaining. I feel like being entertaining has become a very subjective question here. It is almost as if being entertaining involves dressing up funny, creating funny edits, and all those sorts of stuff. But there are actually many forms of entertainment. Channel makers' methods of him talking and explaining things like a teacher, it is entertaining to me in a different way. It is like learning, but making learning fun. Some people may enjoy reading, for example, because they are entertained. And some people prefer playing video games because that entertains them. Whatever it is, everyone has their own way of being entertained. Film Booth has his own charm too. He is trying to make learning fun in his own way. It is just that I'm starting to feel a little bored with his contents because I didn't learn much. But I really love his thumbnails and titles though. They still do make me click. So my preferred choice is definitely channel makers. He may be getting less views, but his style fits right in for me. And I feel like I can relate to him more because I can see myself doing YouTube a lot more consistently if I were to do his type of videos. Having said that, they are both right when it comes to creating a compelling title. Gone are the days where you create long video titles and things are just going to keep changing and evolving, so be sure to keep yourself up to date when it comes to learning about video titles. Alright guys, that's it from me. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up and sub, that would be very much appreciated. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.